good, DadCast Nation? Hey, welcome to the DadCast podcast. I'm your host, Lavelle, Lemonier, and I want to thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Hey, before we get started, let me give a great big shout out to my lovely wife and the co-creator of this show, Dr. Gabrielle Lemonier. Also, if you guys don't mind, show some love to our season 4 sponsors. Their information will be at the end of this broadcast. Make sure you check out their websites and their social media outlets. And they have some great products and services that are available to you. We'll talk a little more about that at the end of the show. Hey, today's show is a treat for sure. We've got royalty in the house. Our guest is considered Zydeco royalty. He is a 3-time Grammy-nominated singer, musician, and songwriter. He has performed all across the United States and in many locations abroad. He has acting credits to his resume with an outstanding performance on the hit OWN network show Queen Sugar. He has performed on Good Morning America, and he has numerous other accolades to his credit. Without any further ado, would you guys please help me welcome to the show the one and only Sean Ardoin.
What's going on?
Hey, man, good to have you on the show. Welcome to the DadCast podcast. And man, we've got our DadCast Nation out here. I'm sure at the edge of their seats waiting to hear from you.
Yeah, man, let's go.
Hey, first of all, man, I've got to say that big congratulations on your 3rd Grammy nomination. That's huge, man. Glad to see that coming your way. Can't wait till we celebrate that first win. It's coming.
That's what I'm saying, man. We got to turn it into a win, man. We got to turn it into a win.
There you go. There you go. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. Well, let's jump right into that. Grammy nominated, man. What does that mean for a Zydeco artist?
For any artist, it means that you've just been recognized by your peers, and you just got the 2nd highest award any artist in the world can get.
Right.
The only higher nominee is a winner. So you know, like my daddy asked me, he said, "Whoa, you've been talking about Grammys forever. What is a Grammy?" I said, "Well, Daddy, there's billions of people in the world with a B, and there's tens of thousands, lower tens of thousands, that have Grammy nominations, and less than that have Grammys. So you on a percentage scale, it's a very small percentage. So it's a prestigious award. You know what I'm saying? I'm humbled and honored to be 3-time Grammy nominated. You know, and the first 2 I got for one album, so that was huge.
Right. Okay.
That was huge.
Yeah. So this 3rd one, man, it's a big deal, and I'm sure everybody is excited about that. Let me ask you this: who is, like, some of our DadCast Nation may not be familiar with Zydeco music, and they may not be familiar. I don't know why they wouldn't be, but they may not be familiar with Sean Ardoin. Tell us, who is Sean Ardoin, and tell me about your music.
Well, I used to play Zydeco music. Now I play Creole rock and soul.
Creole rock and soul, okay.
Creole rock and soul. And for the trained ear, it don't sound that different. But for people who are just getting introduced into it, it sounds totally different. I made it palatable for people outside of Southwest Louisiana and Southeast Texas. And so, you know, I was out here booking myself and grinding out there. And I kept running into the same scenario. You know, whenever they think Zydeco financially, there's no financial equity. When they say Zydeco, they just give me a Zydeco band. And there are Zydeco bands all over the country that don't look like me, that are taking those gigs. So when they call me and I hit them with the number, even if they give me the number when I get there, I'm not what they're expecting. They're expecting something different. So I created Creole rock and soul so I can express myself within the confines of my own genre, without the confines of the Zydeco idiom. So, you know, and it's worked out fine. Whenever the first album I named Creole rock and soul, and I created the genre, got 2 Grammy nominations for it, one in my category and the other one in the American Blues Best Performance that had over 500 entries in it, and 400 or 500 entries, I'm not sure that year. And I ended up nominated with Willie Nelson, John Baptiste, Brandon Carlisle, and Jonathan East, or Anderson East. He's an R&B singer. Okay. So that was huge. That was confirmation. And then, you know, live in NOLA this time, and I got it again.
Right. Well, that's exciting, man. And just to be in that rare air is a big deal.
Yeah.
Hey, so when we think about Creole rock and soul, what's been some of your musical influences that's helped you develop this genre of music?
Oh man, Prince, Earth, Wind and Fire, Kiss, Take Six, Arcades, Lakeside, Chicago, the Eagles. Man, look, I'm influenced by everything I've ever heard, and it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out in my music. You know, we just did a recording this past weekend with the LSU marching band. They played my music with me and my band. It's the first time anyone's ever done that. And the band director was like, "I hear that Prince right there, bro." I said, yeah, you hear that, huh? He's like, yeah. So, you know, it's everything I've ever been influenced by, everything I've ever heard and liked and listened to, you know? I like harmonies a lot. And all those bands had harmonies, you know?
There you go. And it definitely shows in your music. Hey, I'm going to play a piece of this song, Sun Don't Shine. I love that song, man. I heard that and I was like, that is a dope song right there. Let me
Did you see the video?
Yeah. Actually, that's where I found it. It was on YouTube, looking at the video, which is exceptional as well, man. It's a dope video. Let me let the audience. Huh?
I had to bring it to the country. You know?
You definitely did that. Hey, DadCast Nation, check out this song, Sun Don't Shine by Sean Ardoin and Creole Rock and Soul. Hey folks, if you heard that, go to YouTube. The official video is there on YouTube. You can just look up Sean Ardoin and you'll see Sun Don't Shine. This is an outstanding video, really represents his style of music and the genre exceptionally well. So make sure you go and check that out. He has a lot of good music and we'll talk about a little more of that. So man, this Sun Don't Shine, where did that song come from? How did that come up? And what gave you the concept for that video?
And Lil Sean wrote that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
tell our audience, just for those that might not know who Lil Sean is.
Lil Sean is my son, Sean David. His artist name is Sean David MSX. And, you know, he's got some songs out. He's been putting them out for a while. And so what I did was I took 8 of his songs and converted them to Creole rock and soul. And that's just one of them. Yeah, man, he does a phenomenal job of writing and arranging, singing and mixing and mastering. He's the real deal, man. So yeah, that's how that came about. And in the video, got this guy to film it. You know, he had a concept, he wanted to do it out in the barn. And so, you know, that's what we did out in the country, you know, at somebody's barn. And it came off great.
It did. That's an outstanding song. I really like the vibe of this song. As I do with a lot of your music, man, I've been listening to your music for, I don't know, over 20 years probably now.
A good while, man. Yeah, man. And look, and I want to apologize to DadCast Nation, because look, I'm usually way more upbeat, but since this is DadCast Nation, go get your colonoscopies and hydrate. And just make sure you hydrate. Take care of yourself. And like right before we came on, I just pulled a muscle or something in my bicep, doing something real simple. Then once you pass 50, DadCast Nation, you gotta pay attention to everything you do, how you do
exactly
it,
right,
and everything. Because I'm just holding a little bitty light, and I heard pop. I said, oh. So anyway, so got a little UTI, and it's got me down. So, but I'm here to give it to y'all. I'm gonna give y'all information. It's gonna be good. Let's go.
All right. Hey, how was did you attend this year's Grammys?
I did, man. That's why I got a UTI. I did not hydrate like I needed to, because it's the Grammys. You're moving, you're going, you're in the middle of the hotel. We bought like 6 liters of water. So we drank like a liter and some change a day. But that wasn't enough with the dry environment and all of that. But the Grammys were awesome. Walked the red carpet. I got on a couple of best dress lists.
Okay.
Shout out to Legacy Lapels and Dr. Show shoes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we knocking it out, bro.
Hey, that's exciting, man. I was wondering about that. What it's like walking that red carpet. I guess this wasn't your first time attending, though, right?
No.
Right.
Second time walking the red carpet, though.
Okay. And let me say, aren't you on a board for the Grammys, or are you a voter for the Grammys?
Oh yeah, I've been a voter for over 20 years, but I'm the president for the Memphis chapter. There's 12 chapters in the Academy, and I'm the president for Memphis. Memphis is Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, St. Louis, and Tennessee up to Memphis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's big. Yeah, you all in there.
Hey, bro, we gotta move.
There you go. Hey, this is an interesting question. If you could work with any artist, who would it be and why?
Man, you know what? I answered that at the Grammys because for a few years now I've been exposed to this woman named Yola, and I was like, man, I think we need to do something together. And I met her this year at the Grammys. She even hung out at my my little get together after the Grammys. The bar that we were in, I finagled the little reserve section, and when she came in there with no seats, I was like, "Yo, come hang out." So yeah, it'd be Yola. Y'all look her up. YOLA. Look her up. Her last album, man, is a late 70s, early 80s mix. Funk, blues, R&B, pop, and it's really nice. Really, really nice.
Well, we look forward to that collab coming out at some point.
Yeah, man. Look, let's see.
Hey, you've also been all over the world performing. I mean, you've been coast to coast here in the U.S. You've been overseas in many places. What are some of your favorite places that you performed?
I mean, Italy, Australia, and Brazil kind of topped the list. Japan was cool. That wasn't necessarily my band situation. But those topped the list for sure. It was a nice stay. It was a nice situation, but I've been all over the place though, really.
How do those international audiences, I guess that, if they're there, they must want you. So
they love it, man. They love it. It's amazing. Everywhere we go, they love it. All around the country, the people have never heard of, when they hear it, they go, "Oh my God, this is so awesome." So, that's how I know we got something. I want to be the guy that brings my culture and my music to the world. So that's been my goal forever. So, God's grace, we edging up on it,
There you go. You're getting there. You're there. It's just a matter of the explosion. We're just waiting on the explosion.
Matter of the preparation meeting the opportunity.
There you go.
I'm going to run through the door. They better not crack it open. I'm going to run.
Hey, you're also a credited actor. Tell us about the experience, man. Probably my all-time favorite show is Queen Sugar. And I'm looking at Queen Sugar, and I didn't expect that. It came out of nowhere. And so I'm looking like, that's Sean. Sean is on Queen Sugar. And I'm freaking out, telling everybody I know, like, my boy is on Queen Sugar. What was that like, man?
Man, it was awesome, man. It was that same year I was on Queen Sugar, Southern Charm New Orleans, NCIS New Orleans, Stephen Colbert, and then a year later I was on Good Morning America. but I got the credit because I was singing on NCIS. They gave me the credit.
Okay.
NCIS, yeah, man.
That's big. That's big.
Oh,
that's
yeah. And they opened up the show with me on NCIS prime time. And they show that sucker all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up. That's cool. Hey, we're back, man, and I'm gonna give you top five questions. He didn't get this ahead of time. So I'm gonna shoot you top five questions. Give me what comes to mind. Your first of all, let's have your top 5 all-time songs.
Ooh. Right. Oh my God. I don't even know if I have a top 5. Top 5 all-time songs. Since I was wow. Wow. Can I pass? Look. I like the "How Come You Don't Call Me No More" by Prince. That's a B-side. That's a B-side that I discovered, and I felt so lucky and special to be able to hear that song on the 45 and like really like listen to it. I loved it. So that's one. Reminiscing, Things Ambrosia.
Okay, yeah.
Walking through the park and reminiscing. That one. Boogie Down to California. Let's Groove Tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Right.
That's 3.
He's got 3, folks. We might be stuck on the top 3.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, right now, I could just put Yola's album as the last 2 because I'm listening to her in heavy rotation. So all of Yola's album is next because that's my favorite right now. You know, it's too many songs to call it favorite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm loving her stuff right now. So I'm listening over and over and over.
All right. Are you an NBA fan at all?
Not really. I'm a Lakers fan.
You're a Lakers fan?
Yeah, I'm a
Lakers. Let's see, folks. Let's see if he's
I ain't been a real Lakers fan since Kobe and Shaq broke up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on Team Shaq. So whenever Shaq left the team, I was like, I'll deal with the Lakers when Kobe leave. You know, it was only after I watched the game one time and he was doing some super special stuff to which I said, well, I'm not gonna hate on him, but you know, I'm not gonna really go all in. I'm gonna wait. And then after he left, it's been, rough since then. So yeah, I've never been a heavy duty basketball fan. No.
Football, is that your thing?
Football.
Top 5 football teams.
Steelers, Saints, Raiders. Steelers, Saints, Raiders. It used to be the Oilers. I got it because I live right here next to them. Texans. And any team that has an LSU player on it. Right now it's Cleveland.
All right. One of my guests this season is a former LSU national champ, Kerry Vincent Jr. Played cornerback for them. He's with the Eagles now. And got a classmate of mine, Ronnie Halliburton, that played for LSU back in the day.
Yeah. I know Big Ronnie.
Yeah. LSU. That's it. Hey, let's go one more top 5. Give me your top 5 musical moments.
One moment is July 4th celebration on the mall, in the National Mall in DC. Played in front of over 500,000 people.
Wow.
Live and 20 million live streamed, like NPR and PBS. So that was cool. The Carnegie Hall did that. Then being able to tour on my name, that gave me validation. It's like, whenever my brother and I broke up, it was like, I'm going to tour the world on my name. And so the Italy performance is like a 4, and then the performances in Wales, in the UK, all of those, right? Because I mean, that was just special because we showed up, and I'm used to people taking care of us and driving us around. We get in there, they give me some keys and say, go to this rental car place. I'm thinking I'm gonna meet the guy there. First of all, you get in there, it's a standard shift van on the wrong side of the van, on the wrong side of the road. So I had to figure out that whole thing really fast. Then I get to the rental car place to sign the paperwork. He's not there to give me a map. This is your first place to go. See you later. I was like, whoa. So I ended up driving the entirety of the UK on this tour. So that was really cool. You know, it was a stressor, but it was really cool. And playing in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro. That was really cool.
Was that doing Carnival or just?
No. That was a little New Orleans, Brazil exchange.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for indulging us in the top 5 moment. Hey, let's talk politics for just a minute. You have put your hat in the political ring there in your local city, Lake Charles, Louisiana. And you ran for mayor of Lake Charles. How was that? And of course, we want to know, do you have any future political plans?
You know, it was really good. It was, I was vice president of student body at LSU. That's like a small city, 27,000 people. And so I had a basis of knowledge, and I'm always keeping up on politics and everything. And which is why I ran, because I felt like we needed somebody who was going to bring forth a different approach. And I'm an ideas guy. I look at things and I see how I can fix them. So I had the plan, and literally I was the only one in the race with a plan. But I was running against an incumbent, and he convinced he paid off some influential Black women here, who then convinced the Black community that they should stay with him because the money coming in for the hurricane and whatnot. And it's like everywhere else in the country we went forward, and Lake Charles, Louisiana, we went backwards. But that's because I wasn't supposed to be the mayor. So I'm good for that, because the day after I lost the race, I had to start politicking for president for the Grammys, and I won that. And it's significant because I wasn't on the board. I wasn't on the governing board, because you have to term out 2 times. After 2 terms, you got to term off for a year. And I came back and ran for president after being off for a year, and I won it. And so that's just huge, and I'm the first president outside the city of Memphis ever since 1976. Wow. Yeah, so it was huge, but I did affect change. I got people talking about stuff they wouldn't talk about before. I exposed some stuff. I created some topics that they probably never would have brought out. Because here in Lake Charles, you need the majority of Black folk and 10 to 15% of white folk to win, because we're a 50-50 city. And, and people here just didn't realize their power, and they didn't realize the longevity, and, they let people who they think know better lead them. And, and so as a result, we got what we got. But I did get the highest votes, highest percentage of any African-American in the last 20 years. So that's big.
Okay. Right. Well, if you put your hat back in the ring at any time, the DadCast Nation will be looking forward to making sure we support. Hey, last couple of questions. Do you have any new music planned?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. I just recorded an album with the LSU marching band and my band together. It's the first time that's ever been done. It was awesome. The students arranged the music, and they did a great job. We went in Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and put out 13 songs. Oh, they were working like Trojans, man. They never had a bad attitude. They're playing trumpets and trombones and stuff like that, and flutes, and your amateur gets really tired after a while. But like on Saturday, we did 12 and a half hours on Saturday. And they knocked it out. They knocked it out the park, man. So I'm excited. We're gonna do a commemorative vinyl album and give 15% of the proceeds back to the Tiger Band in the scholarship, in form of scholarship. So that's huge. Awesome. Yeah, and then I also have another one in the can.
All right. All right.
You know what I'm saying? You got I don't have with PJ Morton.
PJ Morton's a bad boy right there.
You always got to be thinking at least 2 albums down the road.
There you go. There you go. Hey, how can our audience get your music and keep up with you on social media? Where do they look for you?
www.seanardoin.com. SEANARDOIN.com. That'll get you to my socials. That'll get you everywhere. You can reach out if you want to book me. It's all right there.
There you go. Hey, can you give our audience one of them baby things that you do? You know how you do on them records?
Baby.
There you go. That's a signature sound from Sean Ardoin, folks.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's been a blast.
From the bottom of the boot straight to the top.
There you go. It's been a pleasure, man, talking with you, catching up with you. Hadn't talked to you in a while, but it's good to see you. And we definitely congratulate you on all your past successes and on everything moving forward. We look forward to hearing some great things from Sean Ardoin and Creole Rock and Soul.
We'll be in Dallas on April 30th. If y'all are
in Dallas.
Yeah.
Where in Dallas?
At a crawfish festival. I don't know the location exactly.
Okay. Hey, DadCast Nation, I know we've got some listeners and some viewers out in the DFW area, so make sure you just get on your computer, find out about the Crawfish Festival, look for Sean Ardoin and some of the others that'll be at the Crawfish Festival out there. What's the date again?
April 30th.
April 30th. Saturday. All right, the last Saturday in April. Again, man, we appreciate you. Thanks for taking some time with us. Best wishes going forward. DadCast Nation, we will come back at you next week. Check out the information from our sponsors, and then we'll be back at you next week. Peace. I'm out.
Peace.